Welcome to Scientific Restoration's Content Division. Here we've got a press machine that you're going to starch, press, and iron any of your garments, the soft contents, your clothes. This is where we would process basically all of our fluff and fold. This bad boy right here is our Esporta machine. This is one of our biggest investments. Basically, if you cut a house roof off, flipped it upside down, anything that did not break in that house, you can stick in this machine. I've stuck $30,000 purses, alpaca rugs, anything and everything can go in this. The intellectual property that comes with this machine is phenomenal. It does not, it's non-agitation, so it's similar to a dry cleaning. It actually works on a cylinder where it pushes the solution through the garments. One of the coolest things is this is so calibrated that these are the exact same pumps that they use for your IVs in the hospitals. There's 12 different solutions that are used. This machine works on sewage, bio, mold, fires, and of course regular fluff and fold as well. I've put wedding dresses that are 30, 40 years old. This thing's amazing. So what makes this machine so unique is its intellectual property, where you could put anything that's fragile that you don't want to agitate. So something as similar as this bag, you would put, let's say, a purse inside of this bag, and it adheres to the wall. So it's not going to move around. As this spins, it's going to not agitate, but push the fabric through the solution that's at the bottom. This machine here does 50 pounds per cylinder, so you can do approximately 200 pounds. It varies in 1 hour to 3 hours depending on what kind of wash you're doing. It does leathers, it does lights, it does mold, it does sewage, it does medium, and it does heavy as well. So depending on what we put in there, the time and duration of the cleanliness will change based off of what we're cleaning in the process. So over here, deodorize. This is our electronics division. This is where, like, for example, that water damage that we went to, where we had water intrusion go into the TV. You'd come here, this is a grounded mat, it's actually grounded. We'd tether ourselves to another grounded wristband. We would de-energize that TV, and we would take the corrosive properties of the regular water and rinse it with deionized water and maybe a little Decon 3030. After that, then we would stick it in a controlled environment, and it would be a ionizer drying system that's right behind you. This would be set at 120 degrees in approximately probably 6 to 8 hours of drying. You can see there's actually stuff in here right now. Everything from tablets. All this stuff's from a fire. So all this stuff was rinsed and cleaned because fire soot's corrosive. So every single one of these things have been inventoried, and they've been monitored, they've been cleaned, they've been dried, and the next part of the process is they're gonna make sure it works. Look at this dinosaur. If there's a motherboard, it's clean with deionized. If it doesn't, something similar like a house fan or a coffee maker, something similar to that, we would go ahead and stick right directly into the ultrasonics. So this area right here is where we process our dirty garments, our dirty clothes. This is basically where we would process everything. This area right here is our fire line. This is one of the largest series of fire line ultrasonics. You've got your pre-wash, you've got your wash station, your rinse station, and then you've got your drying station here, which is, again, 120 degrees, which the reason why that number is so important is 120 degrees, it off gases. So any noxious gases or any kind of malodors from a fire or sewage or anything like that, this is going to off gas and remove that odor as well. So what's amazing about this is I've literally stuck my fingernails, and it actually penetrated through my fingernail beds and cleaned my fingernails. So what's important about it though is the property of the decibels that are being used in frequency are going to wash and clean, and it's a lot more abrasive, and for fragile items and things like that, this is the best way of going. You're going to process things a little bit different if it's something like something that needs to be hand cleaned versus something that you want to ultrasonic. So On site takes a lot more time. I don't know where people came up with this 30 minutes per box rule. That's false, that's incorrect. Especially with the new technologies that come out, there's different methodologies of how we're gonna clean things. So we're gonna inventory things a lot more different than we would if we were a traditional company that hand cleaned everything. The next station here is going to be, this stuff here has just been processed. It's basically has probably been cleaned within the last 30 days. Now that it's been cleaned, we're gonna take it off site to another storage facility. So they're gonna close up basically these vaults, and then we're gonna move them over. Some of this stuff here is from fires. Some of the stuff's here from sewage. We've got a large variety of different jobs. It's all clean. We do ATP testing before and after if it's any kind of bio or even mold. We tag certain garments. Every time we do a wash, we'll do an ATP baseline and then we'll test. If it isn't within 50 parts of reflective light units, which is FDA standards, we'll re-clean it. And that's basically it.